Thank you for joining us for another edition of Coffee with Tom and Joanne. I'm Joanne Taranto.
And I'm Tom Matthews. And this is the Get to Know Tom and Joanne team series,
Yep.
all things real estate. So in 2014, Joanne and I had made the decision to shift our business from Weston to Concord. My wife Amanda and I had just had our first child. We had bought a house in Concord. And I said to Joanne, I said, you know what? We've been going to conferences, we've been studying real estate. And the one thing we know is that if you want to dominate a real estate market, you need to live there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we both decided to pivot and purchase homes in Concord.
Right.
So I moved in first and I said, Joanne, this town is accessible. We can get in here. It's got a great walkability. And I said, with time, as we get to know people with our kids, we could really become a force here in Concord.
Yeah.
And that plan, just like the first 5-year plan, whoa.
Well,
easy.
We also, our families decided to have babies within months of each other,
Yeah,
which was not such a smart idea. So we were a little bit underwater in that regard in the very beginning.
We have, so last time, the first 5-year plan, we got interrupted with a Great Recession. The second time we pivoted for another 5-year plan. We have 5 kids between the two of us who are under the age of 10. So it was another interruption, a different type of interruption.
Right.
So it ended up
the best laid plans.
Yes. So it's 2024 as we record this video, and now we're into our 10-year plan and starting to hit some traction.
Yes.
We had 2 closings in Concord last week. So
but moving our business to Concord was kind of like that's like the end game, right? Yeah. So we decided on a community that we would both anchor our families respectively, and that we would set our roots, right? So Tom lives in the center of town. I live in West Concord. You decide which is better.
Exactly.
And 2 different lifestyles, 2 different parts of town, but it's great. We love living here, and the community is exactly what we envisioned for raising our families.
Yeah, the nice thing too is, I went to high school at Acton, Boxborough, and grew up in Maynard. And so Joanne and I, if you come to Concord and you're like, I love it, but I'd like to drive here and I'd like to live in one of the surrounding towns, we have experience in all the surrounding towns. So it's not just Concord. You can buy a house at Lincoln or Sudbury or Wayland or Westford or Acton. You name it, we have that experience. And what we love to do is, our focus and goal is Concord and the contiguous towns. And so that's really what we want to do. And we know them all intimately, because that's really important. Because when people say to you, what day is trash day? We want to know the answer.
Yeah.
Where's the nearest elementary school? We want to know the answer. That's the goal, and that's really what we are working on. But, Concord, where we both live here, we are knowing this town intimately, knowing the streets, the people, and really it's a great destination community, because you can move in to a starter condo or a starter single family and move up as your career goes on. And that's one of the things we really like about this community. There's a lot of movement.
Yeah, a lot of movement, a lot of diversity in the inventory. So we love Concord, and here we are, and we're going to be here for another 30 years.
Exactly.
So
we'll talk about some more videos about what we like doing here in Concord, what our activities are, what we're into. And these videos are just getting to know Tom and Joanne.
Cheers.